Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on the XY guys. What am I expecting on the XY? So before I do today's analysis on the XY, I would like to do a quick recap on the XY based on my previous analysis. So what was I expecting on the XY? I was expecting two ways on the XY. Overall, I was on a downtrend overall on the XY, right? Because we had this counter trend line right here, and I said there's a possibility that we might push up. I think we're around this area right here. So I said there's a possibility that we might actually push up a little bit to this trend line right here to give us a possible third touch of the trend line. We can see one touch here, second touch here, and possible third touch around this hair right here. And I said there's a possibility we might get to that level to touch the straight line before actually pushing to the downside. And I give my TPs that my first TP certainly is 103.581. That is my first TP. My second TP is 103.436. And I also give like instants because we know we don't predict the market, we react to the market. So my next instant was before we actually buy on the XY, we want some sort of a break of structure right here, and that is why I drew this zone right here, that we might actually break the zone, give us like a retest for us to know that it's a breakout and not a fake out, for us to continue to push to the upside. And I gave my TPs for my up move, right? So that was my thoughts on DXY. And as you can see that DXY started tanking to the downside, right? We tanked to my first TP, my second TP, and we even tank way below my TPs. So now I'm gonna delete this my current analysis on the XY guys, and let's reanalyze the XY based on the current price market. Let's see. So just like I like to do top down analysis. Let me go to a bigger time frame and see the overall market on. So we can see that we are currently on a bear direction on the. We can see now that the candlestick has really formed around this area right here, and we have this engulfing bear candlestick. So certainly I see a momentum of it actually continuing to push to the downside as of right now on the XY. So let's adjust this previous trend line right here. Let's put the trend line here and here. Let's go to much smaller time frame and see. So we can see on the smaller time frame here, this is the daily time. We can see that we are currently continue to have like a bull run. So certainly I'm expecting a a bear movement on the XY currently. So I can draw a mini trend line right here as well. Let's see. Let's go to my forward time frame and see if there is anything I can. Let's delete this previous one right here. You can see we have from here to here. So now what are we looking at? We can see that currently we are even like we still have strong momentum of bear, right? And we can see that we are currently around my negative 7% fib level. And if you've been watching my video on analysis, you know that majority of the time negative 7% fib level is like a reversal area slash zone based on my strategy, right? But like I see right now that we still continue to see momentum of of sell, sorry. So this is my 4 hours time frame. We can see that the candlestick still shows that the bear are still in the market. So certainly my next TP will be my negative 61.8% fib level, but because we are currently around my negative 27% fib level, there's a possibility for some sort of reversal before it continues to push to the upside, right? Let's go to more smaller time frame and see. There's nothing I can do here as well. So I would like to see how the market to play out, because it can play out in different ways. Let me go to my 1 hour time frame right here. So there is a possibility, and because I'm not seeing anything that solidifies that it might continue to push down directly, so there's a possibility that we might consolidate in some sort of like a area like this, then continue to push to the downside, right? Because we know there are different kinds of consolidation for bear direction. So continuation direction can be here, something like this, giving us this kind of rectangular pattern, right? Or sometimes it can go like this, give us this kind of like ascending or rising wedge before pushing to the downside. So it's either or, it doesn't have to actually push up, right? You can just consolidate a little bit and just continue to tank to the downside. So let's see this from here to here. So there's a possibility that we might just continue to at least have correction of some sort, something like this, before continuing to push the downside. Or we might push up a little bit to give us a possible third touch of the trend line. The trend line before we start tanking to the downside. And we shouldn't forget there is an imbalance right here that shows right here that we have to, let's put an imbalance here that we have to be mindful of as well. Start to the right. So it might actually push up to this level right here before tanking to the downside. That's a possibility I'm seeing currently, that if you continue to push to the downside, right? Let's go to a little bit more smaller time frame and see, because of the way we are seeing right now is not giving enough momentum, and that is the reason why I said there's a possibility that we might just continue to have a slower momentum right here to push to the upside to maybe around 102.992. That'll be our first interest, and if we still have more momentum, then certainly this imbalance right here will be our second interest, which is 103.069, right? Before we either start pushing to the downside based on how the market reacts around the area and the candlestick we are seeing that forms around that area. So just because we don't have any momentum right now, right? But I'm just going to put my scenario here that if you're going to continue to push to the downside, certainly my next target is going to be my next 61.8% fib level, which is around this area right here, and that is 102.450, around that area right there. And I also said for a buy, let's see something like this right here, which is 102.99. That's my first instance right there. Then my second instance for a buy certainly is around this area right here to fill in that imbalance, which is run around this area right here. So I'm just going to draw my scenario right here. This will be our first interest right there, and my second interest will be here. You can change the color of that. So what I'll be looking for is, just because it's not giving any momentum, let's go to a bigger time frame and see if we can look at around here. Let's see. So we can also see that there is a gap right around this area right here. So we have to be mindful of that area right there. So I'm going to put something right here just to know there is a gap, right? A gap, so that at least we can know that a gap right there for a sell to actually continue to push for a sell. So certainly that is what I'm looking forward to right now. So I think my first, let me go to a smaller time frame now. So if you're going to push to the downside as of right now, this will be my first TP for the down move right here, just because of that is where there is a gap right there, which is this price right here. So this would be price right here, which is 10.0267. So for our down move, this would be TP1 here, and this would be our TP2. So depending on how the market reacts, this gap area will determine if we're going to continue to actually tank to the downside, right? But like I said, just because of it's losing momentum around this area right here. So there are different possibility. Like I said previously, we might just continue to do like this, consolidate around this area, then tank to the downside, or we might consolidate and push up to either these levels right here before tanking to the downside. So that is my quick thoughts on the XY, guys. Hope you guys find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.